What is going on out there, YouTube? John back again, doing my second review with you guys for the night. This time we are going to do Arrow's brand new special edition of C.H.U.D. Been looking forward to getting this one on Blu-ray ever since it came out. Unfortunately, this was a Christmas present from my wife, so I had to hold off on watching it and doing the review for a while. But anyway, very glad to have this one in the collection. Going to tell you guys about it, what I think of it. C.H.U.D, you know, just your basic synopsis of C.H.U.D. Just about, you know, cannibalistic humanoid underground dwellers who are living beneath the streets of New York. They are kidnapping the underground people who live in the sewers. They are either turning them into chuds or they are completely eating them. And it is up to a police captain whose wife went missing and is presumed dead from one of the chuds, an old criminal he ended up getting, and a photographer to try to basically stop the chud infestation and try to get everything going. This is one of those, you know, movies that are just... You could tell it's like severe guerrilla filmmaking the way they made this. It was like almost a no budget film. But the results, you know, more than speak for itself. They did a very good job in this movie. It's very, very well acted. The special makeup effects are excellent. You know, and of course you get, you know, Daniel Stern's in this. I think the greatest thing is Daniel Stern and John Hurt are in this because, of course, 5-6 years later they did Home Alone, which is, you know, really cool, really ironic. But you know, it's just one of them. It's one of them great sleazy 1980s horror films that just keeps getting better and better after watching it all these times. You know, I can't get enough of C.H.U.D, man. This is a movie I love to death. I'm just so glad that Arrow finally listened and decided to finally put this out on Blu-ray, because you know it's really been a while since we've gotten a really good release of C.H.U.D. You know, the thing is with C.H.U.D, now we're going on to the you know, the home video history. Up until a couple years ago, you know, let's start from the beginning. Now C.H.U.D up until the late 90s, early 2000s, the only way we were able to see C.H.U.D is in its original theatrical rendition. Now, you got this one right here. Now, this is one of my, this is the original C.H.U.D on Laserdisc, the original first pressing of C.H.U.D on Laserdisc. This eventually was re-released in a digital audio version, which has slightly pumped up audio. The only thing I don't like about this version is they stripped away the New World Pictures intro. Like that Laserdisc has it. This one doesn't. That's what kind of sucks, because I like seeing the little New World Pictures thing pop up. A lot of people do. But back sometime in the 2000s, there was a DVD that came out from Anchor Bay Entertainment. And now a lot of people were really shocked when we saw it, because this was not a version of C.H.U.D we've never seen before. There were a lot of scene extensions, and of course, the most notorious one was the ending was severely changed. Because in the original theatrical cut, you know, after they stopped the Chuds, you're greeted with a scene with John Goodman and a friend of his dressed as police officers going into a diner, and then the Chuds attack the diner. The thing is, that scene originally takes place earlier in the movie, because you actually get to see the aftermath of the diner scene in the background while you're watching the finale, you know, take place. You know, and I never want to say I thought that felt out of place, because I never really paid that much attention. But then now, with the new, when Anchor Bay version came out, you know, that scene was restored to a point earlier in time in the movie, and it ended on a little more happier note. So that was really cool to see that, and a lot of people were like, wow, this was a really cool cut. You know, now it's been known as the integral cut, you know, because that was, the theatrical cut ran 86 minutes, this version ran 96 minutes, so it had 10 extra minutes of footage inserted. There is a 110-minute director's cut floating around out there somewhere, but nothing can be found from that, and there's a reason I'm going to tell you why nothing can be found. I'm happy to report that this copy of C.H.U.D has been given a good restoration. Now, unfortunately, this was not given a restoration from original film elements. Those, for all intents and purposes, have been lost. They cannot find the original negative. They cannot find the inner positive. For all intents and purposes, they are gone. They had to work with what they had to work with, and that was a low-contrast 35mm print. Even though they had to take a step down in the film material, the results more than speak for themselves. Arrow did an excellent job on the restoration. C.H.U.D has been given new life on home video through this extensive restoration, because they did a really bang-up job on this. Picture quality is outstandingly good. There is, you know, it's not really soft, but it's nice and clear. You could see a lot of film grain. There is a lot of fine detail there, but it's still, you know, it's still an 80s flick, so that it's going to look soft compared to most other movies. But having said that, it smokes the Blu-ray, excuse me, it smokes the original DVD, so it looks really nice. It's very pleasing on the eyes. The sound quality, again, you only get a 2.0 mono track with this, but the sound's really good too, because they were able to restore from original magnet you know, magnet prototypes, whatever you call them. They were actually originally able to restore the original elements from the sound, and they reinstated them to here. So the sound is really, really front heavy. It's really, really nice. You know, no dropouts, no wavering effects. It sounds the way it needs to be seen. Very, very high pitched, but it's really good sound. Regarding the supplemental materials, now this is actually pretty cool. A lot of everything from the original Anchor Bay DVD carried over, and when I say everything, I just mean the trailer and the commentary. You know, from with Douglas Cheek and Daniel Stern and John Hurd. That was a really, really good comment. Or excuse me, I don't want to say Douglas Cheek. I'm sorry. That was John Hurd, Daniel Stern, and Christopher Curry. That's what I meant to say. It was Christopher Curry, not Douglas Cheek. Douglas Cheek directed the film. My sincere apologies, guys. But anyway, that commentary did carry over from the original DVD to this Blu-ray, and that one is one hell of a great commentary. I love listening to that. I love the original trailer for this. It's really cool. But the new supplements we get. First and foremost, we actually get the theatrical cut with this. If you check out this is limited to this pressing only. You have the integral cut right here, and then you have the original theatrical cut right here. These were both restored from the exact same source, so they're not going to look any different or sound any different. You get the cool book with the new writing on C.H.U.D and everything like that, and then you get reversible artwork. This has the Mondo artwork on this side. I prefer the original theatrical artwork, sorry. But anyway, regarding other supplements, it says you get a brand new audio track, isolated score selection, interview with Martin Cooper and David Hughes. Then you get a dirty look, an interview with production designer William Billowit, Dollar Designs, an interview with makeup effects and creature creator John Caglione Jr., which that one I've checked out. That one's really, really cool. Notes from Above Ground, the New York City location to C.H.U.D, featurette hosted by journalist Michael Gingold and filmmaker Ted Gagan. Well, I haven't checked that one out yet, but I'm pretty sure I will. And of course, you got behind the scenes gallery. You have the extended shower scene, which was an Easter egg on the original Anchor Bay DVD. So that's cool that they included that here. So, but without a doubt, C.H.U.D gets one of my highest recommendations. This is a great, great Blu-ray. So glad that it finally got the love and care that it's been needing for all these years, because we thought this movie was just going to be lost on DVD forever, and I'm glad it's resurfaced as one hell of a good Blu-ray. Can honestly give it my utmost recommendation. Be on the lookout for the next coming reviews in the next couple weeks. I did get the 4K restoration of Donnie Darko, which I have watched some of it, but I'm going to completely immerse myself in the documentaries and the bonus materials in the coming days so I can give you guys a proper review of what I think. So on that note, guys, hope you enjoy the rest of your holiday. Have a safe and happy new year, and as always, keep it spinning. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.